Hello, my name is Joseph Balmeo, and my premise on my learning of my literature review is sexual offenders recommitting sexual offenses and the criminal justice system. Now, there are two constituting factors of a deviant sexual offender, of juvenile and adult sexual offenders, which is one being age and persistence of sex offenders. Recognizing sex offenders could help distinguish between criminally enacting sexual offenders versus situational offenders. For example, survivability for situational offenders versus, lack of empathy of those who are enacting sexual offenders. Theme 1 of age, the constituting factors are the initial contact with the criminal justice system. Secondly, sexual preferences and abnormal occupation. During that time, their first initial contact of their offense during their age constitutes as them being a sexual offender. Their first initial contact with the criminal justice system. Age, there is a age crime curve statistic during the ages of 17 and 20 during the adolescent years. General offending, sexual offending tends to peak at this age. Peaks of adolescence and during their mid-adulthood. Now, theme 2 are factors of a persistent sex offender. Factors engraved in persistent sex offenders are those who are socioeconomic status, those who are in this type of status that have low income, not much of a economically stability in their life, so they are regressed to sex offending, say to gain money or through any economical gain. Another is psychological and physiological. Psychological can be during their past childhood trauma that can result in sexual offending, and character compulsion. Similarity levels of sex offenders on their social traits are statistically are impulsivity, recklessness, aggressiveness, and lack of empathy. Now, most outliers during a sexual offender statistics, or outliers per se, can be more coverage. Most cases aren't even reported, which is why I have low statistics on views on committing, enacting sexual crimes, and situational sexual offenders. There can be a selective attitude towards sexual offenders, a lack of empathy, understanding between situational sexual offenses and criminally intent offenses, and early treatment such as rehabilitation throughout the criminal justice system, rehabilitation policies available for post-initial sex offenders. More coverage on understanding empathy and understanding the lack of statistics on sexual harassment. People should report, and those reports are given to law enforcement and have more of an understanding what what factors and triggers of juvenile or adult sexual offenders. Thank you.